Hey guys, it's Dude. Here's Misaki, and
Hi.
hey, yep. Today we're going to tell you all how to get 100% in Fate Hollow Ataraxia. We just finished the game, and getting 100% was not easy. There's way more to it than we initially thought. So, and I've looked for guides for this game, and there's not really any concise place to just get all the information you need to clear it. So I figured it could fill that hole in. This video may have some spoilers in it. It's mainly meant for people who have already finished the main story and are trying to wrap it up. But yeah. So obviously the first thing is you have to do every scene. Like as you play through the game, you'll see all these places on the map that have the characters, and they'll say new, or there'll be an exclamation point there. Obviously you have to just keep doing that over and over until there's no more left. Exclamation points, I think, mainly progress the plot, while new are usually just a side thing, but sometimes they're also plot important. It's not entirely consistent. Now, there are a few problem areas where scenes may not appear on the map like they're supposed to. The first being during the school on day one. When you go to school on day one, and only on day one, you're stuck there for the whole day. If an event occurs in the afternoon and shows up as new, it won't appear on the map. So you have to you have to check here periodically to see if anything new pops up. Same for after school.
Yeah, always
Yep.
remember to go to school.
Yep.
That was the last thing we needed because we always skip school.
Yep. And then there's also the on the last day, there's Illya's castle, which in particular the forest ruins here with the quiz ogre. Let me skip ahead here. So, you've got 3 quizzes to choose from. You have to do each quiz at least once to get a full clear. I don't know if you actually have to win every quiz or just the hardest one, but you do have to at least attempt them. And then, I don't actually need to show all this, but that's the idea there. Let's go back to the title. Now, another problem area, which is actually what Misaki was talking about, is on the 4th day. We had no idea about this. A very helpful chat member came in and suggested this, but on the 4th day, if you go to school, you select this particular event with the maids, it'll trigger these scenes here that don't show up otherwise. And they won't appear on the map either, so you gotta watch out for that one.
Oh yeah, another thing about the quiz ogre, she appears at nighttime too.
Oh yeah, if you clear the hardest quiz, so it's an extra quiz for her when you stay the night at Illya's house. Okay, now, say you do all that, and you've also done all the eclipse scenes. This, by the way, if this scene is here, that means you've got 100%. This is the last one after you do everything else. Also worth noting, if you do this Sakura scene, it also unlocks this mystery scene afterwards, so watch out for that one. But another thing that may happen if a scene doesn't show up is a select few of them are kind of bugged, and they will disappear from the map, even though they're not supposed to. When that happens, you go into the scene menu. Then, let's see which... Yeah. Now, you'll know if a scene was skipped or not based on the play date. You'll see there, it shows the scene... It shows a date that you encountered the scene during the main story. But if the scene got skipped, it'll appear here without a date there at all. So, if you're completely stumped about any missing scenes, you will have to just systematically go through this and check for all of those. Yep. Another one that we noticed is this one here, which is tied to meeting the Quiz Ogre for the first time in the forest rather than at the castle. And let's see. Oh yeah. Where is? There's one more scene here that I have to call special attention to. Goddamn, where was it? It was the Karen scene. Yeah. Okay, so I should have pointed this out at the beginning, but you know, this is the PC version with a full English patch and the Vita content patch. Depending on whether or not you have the H scenes turned on or not, there's two different versions of a scene near the end of the story with Karen. If you watch one of them, the other one will show up here. And you will have to watch it here if you want to get all the CGs. Which, I can go over to the gallery now. This page here contains the alternate scenes for the non-H version of that. That's what all this one page is for. The remaining 2 pages are the for all the H scenes, which is that the original version of the Karen scene and the Eclipse scenes. Most of the Eclipse scenes, not all of them, but obviously can't show them here on YouTube. But all other scenes are just from going through the main story. Now, as for the another menu, these are primarily from doing the Hanafuda game. You'll get the Hanafuda game automatically, but just by progressing through the story. Should also point out, if you're playing the Vita version, rather than Hanafuda, there's you unlock a minigame called Capsule Servant, which is a tower defense game. They are unlocked in the exact same way, so that said, I don't know anything about how Capsule Servant relates to unlocking stuff in the Vita version. So I can't help you there, but...
Please, though, for Hanafuda, after you do the main story, go through all the side routes. They're fun.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, so there's the main story in Hanafuda, which you have to do once to unlock the side stories for each individual character. And specifically for Shinji, you have to actually get the good ending on the main story, which is achieved by getting through all of it with at least one command spell intact. Otherwise, you get the bad ending if you use them all up before then. Now, these last couple are... most of these are from the Ema, which we'll talk about in a bit. But these last 2 are from the Illya's Castle minigame. This one, I'm not entirely sure what the unlock conditions are. I got it after I played through the whole minigame and won with everyone still alive at the end. But I also did it after I cleared it by choosing Shiro, Rin, and Sakura as the masters. Like, this was after I had done it with the last one of them. So all I can say is try it with each master once, and if that doesn't work, just keep playing until everyone wins in the end. It might be random. And this one is from getting all the collectibles in that, which I'll show off now. Okay, so let me just give you a demonstration first. So you collect items in this mini game by picking up treasure chests. This particular level is mainly the best spot to farm them. Unfortunately, this is all RNG, but yeah, so here's one on the ground here. That's good. The other servants can pick them up, by the way, which sucks, but yeah, so here you see a random item. Now, the other way to get them, and it's like the main reason you want to farm on this level, is if you kill another servant, they will drop one. So you just want to kind of run around until your gauge builds up, and then use your noble phantasms. Each character's noble phantasm behaves a little differently. Like, I think Lancers always targets the person in first, whereas Saber's attacks the closest one that's ahead of you. Oh, by the way, I think you have to kill the servant yourself. If someone else, if they die through some other means, it doesn't count. Oh yeah, sometimes treasure chests just have nothing in them.
And while playing, make sure to eat the floor food. It's good for you.
Yep.
Don't need to care about the 5-second rule.
Yep. Oh yeah, aside from using noble phantasms, you can just run up to someone and click on them and then you'll fight. Oh. Shoot. You don't have to worry, by the way, you don't have to worry about running out of time or dying yourself. As soon as you pick up an item, you get to keep it. Oh, there you see, ride or die, but since I didn't kill her, she didn't drop a chest. What? Why? Yeah, I don't know what the logic was there. Why it went after him and not Caster or Archer. Okay. Oh, that time they got the chest. Okay. Now, how you acquire the chest also determines which items can drop. I'll go through that systematically in a bit. Yeah. Now, also on this level, Gilgamesh appears at the end, and killing him will also drop a chest. There are 2 items that you can only get from him. Yeah. Typically, you have to use 2 noble phantasms on him to kill him. There we go. And there was nothing. Even with the rare chests from him, you can still get nothing, so you will have to do this many times. Now, I'm not going to show it off, but they're also, actually, yeah, you know what, let me talk about this too. You can get all the treasures you need from the 3rd level and from the last level. Now, on this one, you're supposed to fight Berserkar, but in order to farm treasure chests, you actually just want to avoid combat and let the timer run down. Treasure chests will eventually pop up around the field. Just try to, you know, avoid dying. There are a select few treasure chests that can only treasures that can only show up on this level, so. I'm not actually sure what determines when something drops or not. You do also want to try to stay alive, so if you see food, try to grab it. There's a treasure chest. And it was nothing. Yeah, well, you get the idea. Again, though, as long as you pick something up, you get to keep it, even if you die or if time runs out, so don't worry about that. Alright, now for the convoluted explanation of how to get every item, because, it's pretty ridiculous. Okay, so these first 3 items up here, they can only be acquired when not playing as the corresponding master. To get this one, you have to kill a servant while not using Shiro. For this one, you have to kill someone while not using Rin. And for this one, you have to kill someone while not using Sakura. I guess the logic is that the other masters are using those servants, and those will drop. So their servers will be holding them. These items... okay. Right, yeah, let me just go in order here for it. The Holy Grail is a rare drop from the Berserker fight. It can only drop there, and it is very uncommon. And the notebook and the maid uniform are common drops from that fight. Pretty much everything else you get from the second stage. Or the third stage, rather. So, I don't know which is which, but Saber, Caster, and Archer, and only those 3 servants, each have an item that can only drop while you're playing as them. They can drop from any chest as long as you're using them. And then every servant has an item that you can only get by killing them on the 3rd stage. Which, again, is random. These 2 items here are acquired from killing Gilgamesh. The Excalibur is a rare drop. And then these remaining items are just can drop from anywhere at any time. See, I don't know how anyone ever even figured this out, but I had discovered that the hard way through a lot of Googling. Oh yeah, these are the CGs for that I mentioned earlier. This one in particular, you get piece by piece as you find each treasure. Alright, so that covers Hanafuda and Illya's castle. Okay, the wallpapers are unlocked mainly just by going through the main story and doing all the events. You'll get them all eventually. I don't know which scenes unlock which ones, unfortunately, but... And then there's the Ema. So these are, these are like art and stuff that you get from, like the wallpapers are a lot from doing specific scenes during the main game. You have to buy all of them. You earn yen, 1 by progressing through the story and doing certain events. 2 by doing Hanafuda and Illya's castle. You do pretty much have to do like all of it to have enough yen. But actually, I just noticed how much funds I have. I think we got like a shitload for doing the final scene in Eclipse or something like that. So I initially thought
if you really want, you can test your luck.
Yeah.
Would you like to show them the gotcha?
Yeah, in a second. But yeah, so if for some reason you need yen and you don't want to wait till you get through the story, every time you do a loop through the game, like to the end of day 4, you get 500 yen. So you can grind it out if you need to. But yeah, aside from that though, there's this optional thing where you just get a random fortune. And you can gain or lose yen doing this also. This is completely unnecessary for 100% completion, but it's something to do.
I'm amazed by the amount of good luck you've been getting.
Yep. But yeah, it's either the worst luck or the best luck that will take or give you yen. I think statistically speaking, it is actually a net gain to do this, but only if you have a lot to work with. Alright, I'm not getting the demonstration though. It's not coming up. Both the outcomes I think are fairly rare. Although the fact that I haven't even gotten a message from Rin yet is unusual.
I am amazed by all the good luck.
Yeah. We were testing this out the other day. We were not having great luck. Okay. I don't think it's gonna give me what... Oh, extremely bad luck. There we go. Lost a bunch of yen there. And then a message from Rin. Again, though, this is completely optional. It doesn't have anything to do with 100% completion. Alright, I think that was everything. Let me... Yeah, I covered Hanafuda, Illya's Castle, the extra menu. Yeah, so... Yeah, hopefully that tells you everything you need to know if you're having trouble 100% in the game. Again, like, there's no like one place that has all this information, so I had to do a lot of searching because we got stuck at several points. Yeah, most of that night, like I'd say, at least 10 or 20 of those hours was just grinding Hanafuda, because that game is very luck based. But yeah, so that's it. Hopefully, if you followed all the instructions I gave and you are still missing something, leave a comment and I might be able to try to help you. But yeah, so thanks for watching. See y'all later.